Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to 1111 Tarot. This is your January 2021, and this is 1111 Wheel of Life here. This is what I do my spread, and we focus on Great Spirit in the center of the spread, and we work around with our air, our earth, our fire, and water. So let's go ahead and get started, Scorpio. This is going to be for January. Everything has been pre-smudged, premeditated, and pre-shuffled. All the decks that I'll be using in your spread. Oh, I have an announcement to make before we get started. For those of you that would like to learn tarot, I'm going to be hosting a live interactive online tarot course in January this month. So next week I'll have the details. Make sure to hit subscribe so that you're in the loop if you're interested in that, or if the video resonates with you. All right, my lovely Scorpios, what do we have? We have romance. It says, lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. And Scorpio, this is a 25. So that is a root number of 7. I'm not sure why it's not focusing. There it goes. Sorry about that. Let's take a look at the... look how beautiful this is. Fish all over this card. Could be looking at a water sign crossing your path. Or this could just be your energy, Scorpio. Absolutely beautiful. All right, well, let's see where we're going. Apparently, Scorpio, yours is going to be about romance. All right, my lovelies, let's grab the wisdom. I think it's called Chakra Wisdom Tarot. There it is. And we will get into the other part of the read. Let me adjust a few things on the desk. And that way we have a clean space to work on. We're going to start here in the air. And in the air, I meant in the east, this is where the sun rises. It is in the air. It's a 5D. It is how the collective communicates with us. So let's go ahead and get started. You have the Hanged Woman. So they're asking you or suggesting you to really look at things from a different perspective. All right, let's go into our South Earth node. The World. This is a major arcana. It's a 21. The Hanged Woman is also a major arcana. It's number 12. So between 12 and 21, 1221 was a very huge time in 2020, and it was when the Sagittarian actually... it was a diversion, so that could mean something. You might want to check into that, but it is a completely closed cycle that you're moving through, and it is saying that there's, lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection, and it's a world sign. Now, she's in a wedding dress. Could have something to do with commitment. Perhaps we need to spark up the marriage a little, or the commitment that we have, right? It's not always about singles. Sometimes it's about our life in general. With the World, it absolutely is a closure to a commitment with a new beginning. So let's see what our ancestors have to say. They speak, yeah, there's that commitment. It is higher learning. It's an experience here, but in this case, it's higher learning of romance. So it's a closed cycle. And it could be that you're going from single to higher commitment. And if you're already single and not committed, you might very well be moving into your committed spot. I guess an upgrade to your relationship, simply because this is our fire west position. And this is where our ancestors speak. So they are bringing something to light. There seems like there is something here where there's some distance. So we may find out that there is distance between the two of you. Possible separation. Let's go a little deeper. I see a lot of deep blue on the board, which blue is all about love. Yes, there is beautiful colors in this beautiful world card, but east and west, where the sun rises and sets at the beginning and the end of the day, you love this, you love a lot. But is it being shown? Let's move to your North Node, water, spiritual success. Ace of Swords. Wow, a lot of passionate words that need to be spoken. This is absolutely communication in every which way you look at it. And it looks like somebody's been holding back. Possibly you, Pisces. This is a whole ocean of passion. I said Pisces, but it's Scorpio. That is so strange. Okay, so you might have, I said that there could be another water sign in the mix. Doesn't have to be. And it doesn't have to be Pisces. But Pisces came to mind when I saw this passionate water. So we'll go with that for now, Scorpio. We'll see where we're going. I think we need to grab the Moonology, give us a little bit clearer of an idea of what part of the cycle you're transitioning through as you expand and grow. So where are you currently in your cycle? Well, you have Capricorn energy. It's more of a fixed sign. It's your hard work is paying off. And it is new moon in Capricorn. Now, this doesn't have to be that a Capricorn is crossing your path per se. Can be. But it does tell me that you have been dedicated to something that you are very focused on. And that you've invested something strongly of your energy into something, right? Your energy has been invested, if you will. And it is paying off. Expect a powerful change, new moon eclipse. So there is something very powerful coming up. And when you see this kind of major arcana on the board, the Hanged Woman, major arcana, the World, major arcana, followed up with the Hierophant, major arcana, this is a big deal, and you crown your spread in your North Node with Ace of Swords. I think some clarity is about to come in. I really do, and I think that's why you're going to have this new perspective. And it might catch you off guard. Let's go ahead, pull back a little bit, and look at the overall spread. We have the center, which is great universe here. And then we have the cosmos surrounding it. Let's get clarification on each of these cornerstones and see what we have. Now, please don't ask me about the name of this deck because I absolutely have no idea. I am so sorry. I have to ask for humble forgiveness on that. Here we go. In clarifying this Hanged Woman or man, energies are interchangeable as well. We're going to go into the mind concept and clarify. In illumination, you have the Four of Pentacles. Clarity, you have the Three of Wands. And in wisdom, you have the Seven of Wands. Very interesting. In illumination being shown to you, is somebody is coveting something and holding back. Clarity is that a decision's been made to move forward. And with wisdom, it's worth defending. There's been a lot of growth here. Pisces, I feel like this romance can come into fruition. But I think you have to step into more of your feelings. You may have this feeling of not knowing if you want to take it to the level and just wanting a fresh new start. That's what I'm feeling. But it's still on the table, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, let's clarify this world, because the new perspective is really interesting when you realize you're holding on to something, that you're making plans about something, and it did mean a lot more to you than you realized up to this point. You're going to defend this event or this person, this relationship. It looks like a relationship with the romance. Let's move into love, clarifying this World card. You have the Chariot. Trust is the Fool. Major arcana rolling out here. Yep. the world again. Close cycle and growth. Wow. What? What, Scorpio? Scorpio. You have love. It's divinely guided. It's the Chariot, Major Arcana. It's the yin and the yang. It's balanced. It's everything you've ever will want. It's a victory. And it's in your love. So you're walking in, you're walking towards victory here. Trust. You're about to take that leap of faith that this is the right thing to do. This feels right to you, and you're jumping. Your growth is that you're going through the portal, and you're not looking back. It's going to be a brand new world to you. That is just gorgeous. Wow. You've got the world qualifying the world. I mean, it's a 21-21. And we're in 2021. First day of it, actually. You're definitely closing some major cycles. It's going to bring in major blessings. Let's scunch you up to the top and get a little better perspective. We're moving up here. This is our physical material realm. And we're going to qualify this Hierophant, right? Okay, here we go. In introspection, double tap, you have the Hanged Man. In dream, I said double tap because you do have it over here. And this is in your east. It's your air sign. It's where the collective is saying you need a new perspective. And that's just what you're doing over here with your introspection. You have the King of Cups in dream and experience the King of Swords. Damn. Okay. A lot to take in here, a lot being said. In your introspection, you are taking the advice of the collective. You're using your intuition. And you are getting a new perspective. And that new perspective, it really takes you to look at this from a higher level. That there is indeed two different situations. In your perspective, what you see is very loving and very kind. And deep, deep, deep emotion. And that's what you know to be true. In your experience, it's the King of Swords. This is cutting out the nonsense and anything that doesn't make sense. Anything that doesn't take you to the higher position that you need. To have two kings, it's like the King of Cups is looking over here and saying, wait a minute. You've been awful hard. Do we need to bring in some emotion into this? You've been pretty cut and dry, sword up. You haven't invested really. That's your experience, is to just lay it out there. But the King of Cups is saying, where's your heart? Where's your heart? How do you really feel? How do you really feel? And this is the universe saying, lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. And, you know, to see these two swords side by side, it's like, maybe you need to speak some truth about emotion. You know, get this perspective going that you have to find your emotion in this, right? All right, we're going to qualify this Ace of Swords over here, Scorpio. Oof, cleansing. Two of Wands. Renewal, Five of Swords, and purity, Four of Cups. All right, we're going to be asking for some serious help here, Scorpio, because we got a lot of work to do. I'm just going to tell you now, 2020 is going to be a little bit of a stronger awakening for you, I believe. In your cleansing, you have this indecision. And it's all about going within and really understanding what it is that you want. Because when you've got the 12th house, this is, your subconscious does not know what you want in the world. You've grabbed one wand, so you've started to seriously consider one way to go. But you're looking at the world going, what do I do? As if you have no path to follow. in renewal, it's this challenge you have of miscommunication. You have not been perceived well. It's almost as if you've been challenging everyone rather than accepting them, or challenging this individual in this romantic thing where it's just, and it's time to renew this and speak truth. I know it's time to renew this. You need to have clarity. It's renewal. It's Scorpio energy. It's your 8th house. Your 8th house is all about how others see you and your social environment, and you're not being perceived, Scorpio. You're finding yourself alone holding the swords with no one there to really express some of the things you feel. And there's a lot of people turning their back. And it has to do with this indecision. And so in purity, you have the 4 of Cups, where you're really focused on this past. And you're focused on everything but what the divine is offering you. And this is the self-cup of love. You have to love yourself like the person that loves you does. And that's the purity of it. Scorpio, it's time to get a new perspective, right? You can expect a powerful change. I mean, honestly, you're going to have to bring in your feelings. And until you do, if you continue to resist the renewal and see this as a challenge and a battle, there will you remain until you accept this beautiful gift of love. Let's get a new perspective, Scorpio. I love you to the moon and back. Much love, much light, and namaste.